So how are you feeling ahead of tomorrow's qualifying final? The boys ready to go?
Yeah, they are. Obviously, with the AFL break, we got a few guys coming back from injury, so to be playing this time of year is always exciting. So, boys are ready.
You speak about the boys coming back.
Yep.
Jack Payne, how's he looking at the moment?
Yeah, he's looking pretty fit. He's probably had 6 or 7 weeks in rehab, so he's keen to get back in. Obviously, to push his name forward for the following week. But yeah, he's probably had a interrupted year or a couple of years with injury. So yeah, it's good to see his big smiling face back out there, and no doubt he'll have an impact.
What does a player like Jack Payne add to a side?
Or apart from the fact he's about 6'5" and 100 kilos, he had speed and just like he's a key defender back there. We can flick him forward if required, but I think he just gives the confidence for the younger developing guys around him that he'll play his role and he sort of won't be beaten in a one-on-one contest.
How close do you think you'll come to being back in time for finals?
That's out of my pay grade. That's Fags' decision. I think Fags will be there watching, along with I think we got 17 other listed AFL players. So yeah, he'll put his hand forward, no doubt, this week, and then the following week at training.
You got Brucey as well, set
Yep.
to make his return. How's he been tracking?
Yeah, awesome. He's sort of been knocking on my door all the last couple of weeks, telling me he's going to play. But he's a terrific story, obviously, from Sherwood this time last year and then had a really good VFL final series, and we picked him up as a rookie pick, and he's been good enough to play some games. So like Payne, he'll be keen to impress as well.
When you say you've been knocking down the door, how eager has he been?
Yeah, he's very. He was happy to play with a big cast on his leg. He's been terrific. Obviously, those guys, those mature age guys that get a second opportunity. I think he was working 2 jobs this time last year. So, yeah, he understands the privilege it is to get to play footy, and yeah, like everyone, he'll do anything to get a game.
He's got a great backstory of driving forklifts and working at Bunnings and Abattoir as well, and things like that. How close do you think he will be to making a return if he gets through this weekend? How close do you think he'll be to Chris Hagan giving him the nod?
Yeah, he's close. He's that ability to play all 3 positions. He can go down back, he can play in the midfield, and he kicks goals as a forward. So, yeah, he's got that versatility that may be required in the sort of next month of footy.
What about Harry Sharp as well?
Yeah, Sharpie, he'll come back. He's obviously been to the AFL last couple of weeks as the sub, and we've had a pretty good run from that point of view, not having to use him as much. So when he has gone on, has had impact. But yeah, it's probably more so just to get a bit more run in his legs. In saying that, he's probably the fittest bloke we have. So he'll certainly put his hand up along with the other guys. So yeah, it's a great opportunity for him.
Travelling down to Melbourne and coming up against Footscray, I think last time you beat them by 18 points. What does that do to the boys? Like, do they take any confidence out of that, or is this completely a new game leading into finals?
I think they do. Obviously, with the VFL, the teams change week to week. We sort of get a 6 or 7 back in from the previous couple of weeks at VFL. So yeah, there's certainly, I think we did a stat the other week. I think we've used 50 players. So yeah, it does turn it around a bit. But obviously Footscray know that we went down there and knocked them off, but yeah, it's probably a whole new ballgame in the fact that I think there's probably so many different changes at both teams. But yeah, it would take confidence in it. Unfortunately, the score starts at 0-0.
Last night, All-Australian team was named. Lockie Neale and Dane Zorko got the nod. What did you make of the All-Australian team?
You're trying to set me up here. No, it's great for Zorks and Lockie Neale. I think the great who was the rugby league guy? From Manly, talked about there needs to be an investigation, probably with Harris Andrews. Jeff Tuvey was his name, by the way. I think the guys that made it, awesome effort, but yeah, be interesting to see the reason why Harris didn't make it, but he would not care in the least, Big Harris. So credit to all the 23 that made it. Well done.
I was going to ask you, Harris Andrews.
Yeah, I put him about it. Yeah. Look, if Fags wants to, I'll play him. If he needs to impress, he can come down and play with us this weekend. But he's terrific. I think teams have game plans to kick it away from Harris, so I think that says enough about the impact Harris has on the AFL.
Just one for me. Personally for you, second year in charge of the VFL program, second finals campaign, it must be pretty rewarding to have a similar group as well go through 2 years being fairly successful.
It has. It's probably been a bit of a younger group that's come through with the draftees that we had. And as I said, we've used 50 players down there, so it's a bit of fun down in the VFL program. It's a credit to everyone involved that we continue to play, which certainly helps the program from the AFL point of view. Makes Fags' jobs a little bit harder that he has to see guys still in form and playing this time of year. So.